They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass, it's Howard. Working that left side now. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Takes a hit as he fires. Caught close to the marker. It's Scott. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
On third down, he drops to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Tate. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force the negative play.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. It's now second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Howard. It's complete. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a win.
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So an 82-yard drive there, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
They're getting this guy lathered up. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 7, Colorado 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking for a man, it's Sanders. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry-up. From the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
They'll go right back to the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Colorado.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Off the boot, looking for his man. Got his man quickly. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Ready to try the point after. Right down the boulevard. So they move the ball 37 yards on the drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Henderson.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Howard. Finds his man. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy.
And more yards after contact. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Now the play fake. Escapes trouble. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
That's an interesting call, going play action on 3rd and long, because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Looking downfield at Sanders. They'll run the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Leaves it with the running back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the option. Quick toss. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get...
On the banks of the Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied venue, and soon the fog will rise off the Big Muddy, and will it also bring a victory for the beloved Bayou Bengals. Tiger Stadium, home of LSU. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one, both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Buffaloes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I love when defensive linemen play with this type of awareness. You knew he wasn't going to be able to get to the quarterback, so he slows the rush down, IDs and finds out where the QB is, and then gets his big old paws up in the air to bat it away.
He wants to throw here on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Daniels. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
The offense starts with a short field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And the pass hits, picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 30, the 10, and it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, LSU! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. The give to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado! That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the 1st down at the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that ball is picked off. Looking for more room. The 50. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Buffaloes! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split them out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put it drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. To the air. It's Nussmeier. Got a man. Just ran over him. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Here's the handoff. LSU will get a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end.
Colorado 14, LSU 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Parker. Stumbled to the ground. LSU quick to the line. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Parker. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they...
He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Buffs. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Colorado 21, LSU 7.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. He's going for a big play downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls, and most of the time I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Fires toward the target. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Anderson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. Finds his man and they convert. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. After picking up the first down, they still have to move quickly here. He's going to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Lacey. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it from the red zone. Unloads to the wideout. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're lining up to boot it away. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Just 9 seconds to play here in the half. Let's see if they come out guns a-blazing. To the ground with the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw, it's Sanders. Getting some heat. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He's looking for a man on second down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
They're They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Slams it ahead. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Touchdown LSU! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
To the air, it's Sanders. Finds the tight end. Smashes through. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. And the Buffaloes in the hurry up. They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. He's got it again. Determined effort to pick up 6 and get it inside the red zone and down to the 16. Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run play action. He caught it! On the defense, shoves him out of bounds at the 2. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Slams ahead. Touchdown, Colorado! They move on top here in the 4th.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
28, LSU, 21.
Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. bulldozes him. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss.
Ooh, definitely dodged a bullet there. Listen, the quarterbacks don't run with the football all the time in practice, and they're not used to all that contact sometimes. Have a tendency to cough it up a little bit. A bad play because he coughed it up? Could have been worse, though. Good thing he landed on it.
If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10th. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete to the right. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. A strike downfield. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. The aerial assault continues. Steps away. On the move, he fires. Working on the right. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to move it through the air. He'll pull it down. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. You're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Got a man. It's Lacey. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point, and every second is precious. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Tigers!
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Extra point, anything but routine. It's good, and we're tied here in the 4th quarter. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. The defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. The Buffaloes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Trying to find his man on first down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. From the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Complete out of the backfield. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. He'll bring it out. It's Horn. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's complete on the right side. That's some old-school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Keeps it on the bootleg. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's 48. And that's a first down for the offense.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's taking a deep shot. It's incomplete, and they had a chance in the end zone, and he just couldn't come up with it, and that's going to do it. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Buffaloes will put total weather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The offense set for a first down play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Taking a shot on the first play. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots, you soften up the coverage, get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Wants to throw. It's Ewers. He looks that one in nicely. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
He'll just keep slinging it. Looking to the big tight end. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Bringing it back at the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bolden. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Caught over the middle. It's held. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
They'll throw it on first down. Catch in the middle. It's golden. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Looking to pass. It's Ewers. Unloads it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now, guys. Of course, we're only in the first quarter. This guy's already thrown one pick. He should have thrown his second right there.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. This could be a major turning point in this game, going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, going to the air. Gonna let it fly. Makes the catch down the right side. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. From the gun, running back gets to give. Across the 25, he's got room. Running toward the tape. The 30, the 20, he's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bucks!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Coming out with it, it's golden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
Looking for space. It's Blue. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And his throw is incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 40. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Little touch pass to the receiver. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
That's caught. It's blue. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Longhorns! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.